Oh, good morning. I'm trying something new today. We're using a laptop instead of uh, instead of just my regular phone. Seeing how it's gonna work. I'm looking at. There we go. Move a little closer. There we go. I want to talk about Texas, man. What in the hell is going on here? Okay, Texas had monstrous amounts of its own energy. So much so they were selling to other states. And then, of course, the Democrats did not steal an election, and they did not start coming after and attacking anyone that has differences of opinion. So naturally, one would conclude that since, Texas said we're going to go here pretty quick, federal government went into their new green. You remember the new Green Deal? This new Green Deal that everybody's so happy about? Well, apparently they went in and told them, well, you got to turn your plants off. Turn your coal plants off because it's making too much carbon. Yeah, they want zero carbon. That means, being carbon based, we all have to die. So they made them shut off all their power. And then they told them, oh, you ain't got no power? Well, you have to buy it from your neighbors at 2,000% what the regular cost is. And I don't now. It almost got to the point they dropped the entire Texas grid, but now they're doing the rolling shutdowns like they do in California to my mom because she's stupid and lives in a communist state. Oh, I can't say that. Oh, my mom's not stupid. She's just stupid for living in a communist state. But to get back to Texas. Now the people in Texas are sitting there with no electricity. There's other states that are saying, well, you can't buy propane. You can't use propane. You can't use this. You can't use that. They're intentionally trying to damage us. The federal government, in one of the worst storms Texas has seen in a long time, the federal government shut their fucking power off. And you think I'm frothy and crazy? You turn on your news. There's no reason for that. Texas makes more power than any other state. And yet now they're having rolling blackouts. And 2,000%, people getting $200, $300 electric bills just got a $2,000 electric bill? Are you kidding me? And this is supposed to just happen? We're supposed to shut up? Allow the government to screw us all? Are you going to sit and wait until it's your turn and they shut off your power in the middle of winter? Gosh, folks, it seems so much like the government is intentionally provoking patriots to action. And it's going to get worse and it's going to get worse. And we're all sitting around going, oh, we can't fight a war. We gotta sit here and take it. And we can't be the first. And we can't provoke. And we can't give them a... So what, we got to sit and live in fucking 1800s? Don't very many people in Texas have solar. Don't very many people in Texas have wood-burning stoves. Or oil stoves and stuff. And without electricity, the furnaces won't run. But we're crazy because we're preppers and we're supposed to be prepped against this stuff. If this was a natural disaster, it'd be one thing. It's not. This is created. Just the same as this stinking virus is created. so that they can give you an unnecessary vaccination. And you think these are conspiracies now? You think it's a conspiracy? People in Texas are freezing to death? Turn on your new fake news channel. It's just amazing to me that, you know, there's also countries all over the world just losing their minds over big tech censorship. Poland is the latest one. Oh, Poland's losing its mind. And I got that. I'm not going to sit there like I'm some big news guru. I got that off of Steve Turley. Turley Talks. Steve Turley. I watch him for news. Political news, because he's conservative and way too stinking chipper. My heart goes out, I'm telling you, my heart goes out to all those people in Texas who are just being tortured by a communist Democrat government for even thinking about leaving their brand new form of tyranny. Oh, you don't think we live in with a government that's tyrannical? I think this is the first time in history that they put up razor wire around the Capitol. That's supposed to be our building. They're so afraid that we're going to get hacked off at this communist takeover crap they're doing that they've got to protect themselves with National Guard, who they made sleep in a parking garage, and razor wire around the Capitol, which is brand new in this existence. I feel like I'm living in Bizarro World, like I've been transported into this episode of Sliders and I've slid into some weird parallel universe, because in my world, the world I grew up in, this shit can't happen. We're supposed to be the most advanced nation on earth. What the hell is going on? I've seen somebody watch my video "America's Dead" and put up the word "yikes." Like I'm crazy. Like there ain't people down in Texas freezing to fucking death right now because the United States government got pissed off that they said they were going to secede. You think this is normal, folks? Texas? The land, they've got wind farms, they've got solar farms, they've got more oil than anywhere else in this country. It's the the energy capital of the United States. And they're having rolling blackouts and people are freezing to death? Are you fucking kidding me? My heart goes out to Texas. Pray to God. He'll help you. The biggest question, how much do we take? We're all going to die anyway. You're going to die at 95 years old with no teeth, like me. But how long do we take before we get off of our silly, lazy little asses and stand up for what's right in this country? I think it's time already. I think if not war, it's at least time. And I'm not advocating war. I don't want to see people do anything violent or illegal. Problem here is the law comes from the Constitution, and the Constitution's clear about what has to happen when there's a tyrannical government that does not represent all of the people in the United States anymore. Sorry, I'm not a Democrat. Sorry, I'm not brown. What I'm not sorry about is standing up for myself because you're coming after me because of my beliefs in the Constitution and my beliefs in God. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen to every one of you. I'm not advocating a war, but I'm advocating action. Action needs to be taken now before this gets so far out of hand. War is the only option left. How can you not be outraged at what's going on in Texas? How can you not be outraged by some company run by a douchebag that proposes to be everybody's place to see faces, selectively deciding what people can and cannot say? How can you not be outraged at this censorship? How can you not be outraged at these laws that they're putting in Congress now to take away our only means of defending ourselves, our only means of standing up against a government displaying tyrannical behaviors? It's like a complete fascist government. And you can say fascist now because elections don't matter no more until they do reform that does not allow for a president, jellyfish president, somebody with the personality and memory of a fucking banana, to be not elected president. They cheated. And now look at what they're doing. And they got Mitch McConnell is the biggest traitor sellout, and if that fucker gets back in, then you deserve everything that's coming to you. Why are we not paying attention? Why are we not doing things? I'm not advocating violence, but we need to start doing things. This government needs to know that nearly 50% of it is going to stand up in opposition, and they've got a problem. My heart goes out to Texas. You guys was just too bold. You've already tried to stand. You already tried to make the point that what's going on is wrong and it's time to fix, and you're getting tortured for it. Cuomo getting ready to get nailed for making sure people in New York retirement homes got COVID. Put people in there with COVID to kill off old people. Oh, but thank God you're a Democrat, right? You think it's proper to kill off useless eaters? Those useless eaters worked their entire lives to build this country. You sent people into nursing homes to kill them? Good for you. And no one's saying anything about this. You're getting to I don't know. You're getting to a point where I don't know whether or not you're worth caring about. Because if you're going to bend over and take all this, then you deserve what you get. Yeah, I'm black-pilled. I'll stand my ground in my own yard. Die for it. But I've lived a long life. This is sad. This is the saddest state I've ever seen America in. What's next? And it's just the beginning, folks. They're not even a month in, and they're killing people in Texas. Come on. Wake up, people, please. Just wake up. Even if you don't know what to do or can't do anything, at least acknowledge. Get on your Facebook or your Twitter or your YouTube and or your Rumble or your Parler. Parler's back. Small miracles, Parler's back. Say something. Let everybody else know. Because if you say something, and if I say something, and if all conservative, Christian, Republicans say something, that we are in unity and we are together, that we're not just going to bend over like noobs, like rubes, Well, I'm sorry. I have no idea why I did that. But you probably won't see it. I'll check it out in a minute. It's time to say a word. And that's what I'm doing on my channel. I'm saying a word. It's time that we all said a word. Because this government is going to just... They're going to take your guns. They're going to take your voice. Your guns, your voice. And then they're going to steamroll over you. And they're talking camps already. They're talking re-education. I can't be re-educated as a fucking communist Democrat. I can't. I'll be killed. I have to die before I allow myself to be a communist Democrat, fascist retard. Don't know what to say. Don't know what to say, but people died in Texas because of Uncle Sam. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't pick. Is it General Samantha? Or is it Uncle Aunt Sam? Uncle Samantha? Uncle Sam? Is it Aunt Samantha? What is it? What is it now in our gender confused society? I'm not confused. I know what I grab when I take a piss and know what I am. Maybe I'm the only one in America. I don't know. Shit. It's getting bad. And it's just beginning. It's just beginning. A 4-year trip through hell is just beginning. And they're killing people in Texas already. Come on. It's not funny. Yeah, it's enough to flip me the fuck out and make a video about it. So, you know, love you guys, and I'll talk to you later.